The only thing that's keeping you from getting what you want is the story you keep telling yourself. Tony Robbins. Welcome back to episode 2 in this 7-episode series where I'm introducing you to the Build Your Business Six-Pack formula, my signature coaching program, and giving you some very simple, immediately actionable steps to help you go from being blocked in your business to having your business breakthrough. Remember, I've also created the worksheet and the quiz for you, so make sure you go to the show notes and download and get access to that right now. Now, the following 3 episodes, I'm talking to you in more detail about each of the 3 elements of the Build Your Business Six-Pack, and we're going to start with the biggie. We're going to start with the brain and the mind. And right now, I'm going to tell you exactly why the brain is probably your biggest problem. So in episode number 1, the last episode, I talked to you about attitude and how attitude is an expression of your beliefs or filters and feelings about all things. You can also think of this as your story, the unconscious script that your brain has created for your life. It's already written the entire play. The ending has already been decided, unless you decide to change your story. Now, in commitment to keeping my podcast episodes short and in service to you, I'm not going to go into huge detail about how you got your story. So simply put, all the information that you received, mainly between the ages of 0 and 7, but not exclusively. So all of that information you received from all of your senses created these unconscious filters through which everything that came after that was filtered through, and it created these beliefs and expectations inside your brain. You can look at it as it created your life script. And when you consider that inside the average household, by the age of 18, you have been told no in excess of 148,000 times, it's easy to see how so many of your programs can be of lack and limitation. So what does this mean for you and your business? If your brain doesn't hold a program, doesn't have the conditioning where you are abundant and successful, it will be almost impossible for you to create that as a reality. And that's why you can take a ton of action, keep trying new things, never give up, and yet the results are always the same. Nothing changes. It's like taking all of the ingredients to bake an amazing cake, mixing it all up into the batter, putting it in the oven, and not turning the oven on. So the question is, do you want to keep working harder? Do you want to keep spending money on new strategies, but not using them, not implementing, not getting results? Do you want to keep experiencing the reality of your limiting beliefs? I'm going to take a guess that the answer is no. And what I'm hoping should now be evident from these first 2 episodes is that in order to change your reality, you need to start by changing your story, not your strategy. And that's what I'm going to show you how to do right now. Now, in episode number, I'm just trying to think what number it is. I think it's episode number 5, I believe. 5. Yeah, in episode number 5, I'm actually going to give you another exercise that you can get access to help you rewire your subconscious mind. But I want to give you something now that you can immediately start to implement that will have an immediate impact. And it's going to be based on the following 3 things that I want you to know. Beliefs are nothing more than thoughts repeated. They are not truths. They feel true because they have such a strong emotional charge for us, but they are nothing more than a thought that you have had on loop. Beliefs can be changed instantly. If you have ever not been scared of flying and then had a bad flight and then instantly become scared of flying, that's how quickly a belief can change. Your limiting beliefs, this is number 3, your limiting beliefs are conditioned. Your success beliefs are created. So this is how we start now looking at differentiating the brain, which we know is about keeping us in survival mode. It's about keeping us safe. And our brain doesn't like the challenge of new, and how we can use our mind, our higher self, our will, our divine to redirect our brain to do the things that we need it to do. So let me introduce you to your business breakthrough exercise number 2, implementation exercise number 2. If your story is made of thoughts that have been repeated, How do you think a new story is made? You got it. It's simply the repetition of new thoughts. Think of it like rewriting the screenplay of your life. You have to go back to the beginning to change the final scene. You have to change your self-talk. This isn't about thinking positive, but it's about thinking with a desired outcome in mind. It's about self-talk that you've created with your infinite mind, the mind of limitless possibilities, to direct your brain to do something that it doesn't want to do, or to believe something that it doesn't yet believe. Here's exactly how you're going to do it, and it's going to start making an impact today. I want you to write down 3 to 5 thoughts that will now, think of them like your thought Sherpas. They are going to guide your actions every single day. You can have different thoughts every day or the same. It doesn't matter. It just has to work for you. This is where you start tapping into your intuition, what's going to work for you. But what you must know is that you need to know, and you need to see, and you need to feel how, with these thoughts, you will show up as a different person inside your business, showing up the way you already know that you need to show up. I'm going to share some examples with you so you can see, feel, and understand what I mean. So I just wrote 5 random things down. I am choosing what is possible for me, and I am choosing success. Number 2, making money can be easy and fun. Number 3, it is really powerful for me to charge for the change I can help someone make in their life. Number 4, small, consistent action is the most powerful way for me to get a breakthrough. Number 5, I am who I say I am. I achieve what I commit myself to. Now, this isn't about positive thinking, reeling off affirmations verbatim, just saying the words. This is about you picking a thought, choosing a thought where you can actually, in your mind's eye and in your body, see how you would show up differently. It's about recognizing that there are some thoughts that you have right now that mean that somewhere in your business you're backing down. Somewhere you're not being courageous, somewhere you're not stepping up, somewhere you're not doing what you know needs to be done. Maybe you procrastinate, you're not committed, you're distracted, you put other people first instead of your business. And choosing a thought that you know that when you practice and you act from that thought by choice, by consciousness, you will create a different outcome. Now, I've got a couple of best practices for you. Do not rush this first part when you're choosing the thoughts. Like I say, this isn't just empty affirmations. This is life-changing, conscious thought choices. Write down, I'd say, like at least 10, more if you want, and then pick the ones that feel most powerful. Anything that gives you like a visceral reaction is always good. But if you're not quite that kinesthetic, just trust your gut to choose the most powerful ones, the ones that you can see will have you acting in a different way. Do not underestimate the power of this practice. That right there is a limiting program and will keep you in the strategy search. You have to understand how powerful this is when you commit. And of course, impact requires implementation. When you act from this new self-talk, what exactly are you going to do differently? What will you start doing immediately? What will you stop doing immediately? And it would benefit you to get that written down as well. And that's all you need to do for this implementation exercise. You literally need to pick out 3 to 5 powerful thoughts that physically and in your mind's eye, you can see you're going to act differently in, and you need to start acting from those thoughts right now. The minute you stop listening to this, choose a different thought and act from that place. And let me tell you, it's going to be hard. Your brain's going to resist. Your body's going to resist. But if you want to succeed in your business, you're going to be willing to push past that discomfort and do those things from that thought. You have to have the implementation to have impact. You have to practice it, because remember, a thought practiced becomes a belief. If you'd like more personal detail on exactly what's stopping you having your business breakthrough, please make sure you go take my business breakthrough quiz, because it will tell you exactly what that is. I'll also send you a personal report straight to your inbox with really easy implementation steps specifically for the problem that was most identified as your business block. So grab that from the show notes now. And as soon as you've done that, make sure you hit play on episode number 3 in this bonus series.